y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a plan with me video. I'm going to be planning my weekly spread in my catch-all planner. It is a vertical layout. I've pulled out a few sticker books, handwritten plans, goals, and farmhouse. So I'm going to be working with those, and I just want to show you how I do decorative planning that is also super functional for me. So I will put you all on fast forward. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start out by taking out my pages, but first I want to show you what I did before the video got started. I did pre-planning. So I always flip to my monthly spread first and I write out what I have going on that week on the monthly spread, just so I don't forget. Now, there are some things that I don't include on my monthly spread that reoccur every week, so I don't really include that on my monthly spread, but I just want to make sure I have all of the special events done. So I just write that on an extra sheet of paper. You could use Post-it notes, you could do whatever, but I call that kind of my pre-planning, which is really just reviewing the schedule that I had already kind of written down in my monthly planner. Generally, I set the theme for my spreads by what I put in that left-hand sidebar down there. And so I found this sticker in the goals sticker book that said my mantra, which what I thought would be just great inspiration for the week. I'm just fresh off of picking my word of the year, which happens to be embrace. And I like the idea of kind of holding on to a thought that kind of guides you through the week or something that you keep coming back to. And so I thought that would be a great kind of base sticker for this particular week. And then what I'm going to do is I'm looking to see what else I might want to fill in with the sidebar. Normally, I prefer a really long sidebar sticker, but none of these sticker books really had that or had one that I liked. And so I'm going to kind of combine a couple of different stickers to fill up this space. Okay, that plum sticker that I have picked out says, "No one is you, and that is your superpower." And I just love the Happy Planner inspirational stickers. I love words. They really do inspire me. And so getting to include these quotes in my planner always kind of uplifts my mood. And you can see I'm combining all of these stickers. I'm layering them with some of the greenery from the farmhouse sticker book. I like this because then it doesn't end up looking so boxy. It kind of softens the look of the whole spread. And the greenery, to me, it may not scream winter, but it's certainly not florals. It's not, all the way spring, but I just like the feel. The color scheme I'm going to go with just feels fresh and clean, and that's what January kind of feels like to me. So I'm actually going to grab some more of these large circle stickers, and I'm going to use them throughout the spread to kind of bring that greenery around. I'm going to cut this one in half so that I can include some up top, and you can see I changed my mind a few times. And the good thing about most of these stickers is that I don't really have a problem peeling them back up. I don't usually press them all the way down right away. So you can see this one, I just want to adjust ever so slightly because I loved that I cut the other one in half. I feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck with the sticker in that case. And so I will just kind of cut it and distribute it around the page. And like I said, this brings that motif all over the layout and kind of brings it together. So I'll get those in place, and then I will take my attention over to the goals book to see what functional stickers I can find. I love colorful boxes, so I love it when sticker books include colorful boxes that are in that same color scheme of the sticker book. So that's what I'm going to turn to in this goals sticker book, and I'll show you how I set up my week. So I actually use the vertical box layout because it helps me divide up my parts of my planner. So in the top boxes are where I keep the schedule. This is the weekly schedule, the family schedule, and I keep all scheduled events up there. In the middle boxes, that is where I put my to-dos or my tasks for each day. And then in the bottom boxes, sometimes I use those for special events, just other things I want to keep in mind, maybe some extra goals, things like that. So the bottom row of boxes is kind of up for grabs on what I want to do each week. But I like always knowing as soon as I flip to a page where I can look to find my schedule, where I can look to find my to-dos, and I keep it the same week to week, even though I'm decorating and changing the types of stickers I'm using. As far as formatting where things are in my spread, I like keeping that the same. So you can see I am placing box stickers for every scheduled event that I have that week. So on Monday, there's a couple of different meetings. On Tuesday, there's a piano lesson and then some meetings, PTA meetings. On Thursday is a family birthday. And otherwise, I don't have a lot going on next week. So those are the ones that are set in stone. Now I have room. I can add more. I can make notes around those. I can, format it from there, but that's what I'm starting with. I end up changing out the sticker because they have these really cute meeting stickers in the goals sticker book. So I figured, hey, I'm going to use it while I can. So have that meeting sticker. And now I'm just looking through to see what else I want to put in the top. I know that we will have activities on that Saturday, but I don't know what they are yet. So I'm just going to wait and kind of see what sticker I want to put there. Those greenery stickers that I cut in half, I could certainly have written on those. I am using them as a place to put some phrases, dream big and stay positive, and that is bringing some of the colors. So I have a lot of color up in that upper left-hand part because of all of the events that are happening on the beginning of the week. So I'm trying to bring that color throughout the page, and I'll just continue to do that as I balance out my spread. Next up, I am back in the farmhouse book. You can see I just keep both books right there. I'm kind of switching back and forth, and I'm using some of the faux washi in that book to add just this neutral stripe. I love, love, love it. I think it is so pretty, and it adds this kind of khaki color that I think is a really great neutral for this spread. And again, something that brings consistency to the left side and to the right side just works out really nicely. All right, I'm grabbing another greenery sticker and I'm looking for a functional box that I can put on the left-hand side dashboard area. So that sidebar area. I always like to keep a running list of some to-dos in there that are kind of week-long to-dos that I will schedule as I have time. And so I just found one smaller box. Usually I like it to be a little bigger, but this will be enough because it's mostly just PTA things that I have going on to do. So I'm going to layer that with one of the greeneries there. It brings that soft green over, which is nice. And then I'll balance it out on the right hand side. I'm bringing in some pink because I have a pretty bright pink sticker on the left hand side, bringing it in on the right and adding that piece of greenery sticker that I trimmed off. Again, just using my stickers as much as I can and finding that balance. Sometimes I have a hard time with those box stickers that have the curves on the top. They kind of look like arches. I'm not quite sure what to do with them in the boxes. So whenever I find an opportunity to use them, I always do. All right, next up will be decorating my task section, which, like I said before, are always in those middle row of boxes. And they have these really cute title stickers in the farmhouse book in a lot of the different colors. And so it's allowing me to kind of mix and match the colors. I thought that one was crooked, not so much. And so I am putting title stickers on kind of every other box. I don't like to do it straight across. I like to kind of change it up. So on some of the boxes, I'll have bullet points, and on some of the boxes, I'll have those banner lists stickers that they have. But I like to kind of change it up and have some symmetry as far as like every other one or that pattern look. To me, that looks nice in the spread and fills it out pretty well. And then I'm going back to the goals. So I'm just like bouncing between these two sticker books, but they go together really well. So the goals one gets a little bit more bold in some places than the farmhouse, but they have a lot of the same feel to it. So I really like it. The goals sticker book has a whole page of bullet points, which is awesome. So I'm adding some to all of those boxes that say to do and mixing up the colors just a little bit. So I started with pink. This is actually a light green. It's kind of hard to see on camera. And then I will go with blue for the next one and then purple on the last. And I usually like to plan about 3 tasks a day. If there's more, then that will end up on my daily planner sheet that happens. Generally, that's just on weekdays that I probably have more tasks than 3 main ones, but I will just put the 3 main ones on here as I'm going through the week. So those don't all get filled out in advance. Sometimes it's just the beginning of the week that gets filled out, and as I'm going through the week, I add more things as they come up. But I like to go ahead and have those bullet stickers there, those task lists there, so that it's ready to go and I already know that there's a defined space for me to add stickers. All right, I'm going to finish up with those bullet points. And it was right at this point that I kind of realized that the sticker in the bottom left corner has black. It's nice and big and bold, and there's no black anywhere else on my spread. So I am going to look for these banner stickers, or these list stickers, sorry, and these have little bits of black in them. And so this one says to do, and then they have one that is all black that I will go ahead and add in as well. I'm just kind of flipping through to see what some of the other options are. And that is nice because it's kind of bringing the black to different points in the page, so it doesn't so much stick out in the corner like it's kind of, I don't know, out of place. Now I'm trying to figure out where I want the sticker. I think I actually end up moving it later on. It says more of this, which seemed like a good idea to put it by stay positive. But yeah, I'll probably end up moving that later on. And now I'm just kind of moving towards the decorative part. So I love this sticker that says collect beautiful moments. It can fill in right there. And then I went back to the goals sticker book and they had stickers that say morning routine and evening routine. And because it's the beginning of the year, we're working on routines a lot in my family. So I thought it would be a good idea to have it in my planner for this week, like actually writing out what the plan for the routines were. And so I'll do the bedtime over there all the way on the right. And now I have to move my little sticker that says more of this. And then that causes me to move my greenery sticker. But like I said, I usually don't have a problem picking up these stickers and kind of placing them down. And actually, I really like that the more of this ended up in the top right, because now you can kind of see this diagonal from the bottom left black sticker all the way up to the top right. And then I'm going to add my morning routine, but I'm pulling up the edge of that greenery sticker because I kind of want it to layer behind it. So now I have a place to write routines, and you can see this is a very full spread. I like it though. For me, there's still a lot of room to write. It's still very functional, but it's really pleasing to the eye and it makes me really excited to get going on the week. I do feel like there's kind of a blank spot on the left-hand side, kind of towards the bottom. And so I'm trying to figure out what I want to put there. There's a sticker that says work hard, but that's, I don't know, it just doesn't quite work. So now I'm going to go back over to Farmhouse and look and see what I can find. So I have the circle sticker that says more of this over on the weekend. So I'll put another circle sticker that says relax, refresh, repeat there on the left. So now I have that balance to a circle on the right and a circle on the left. And I'm going to start flipping through my handwritten plans now. And I don't mind my handwriting in the book. It's not the greatest handwriting ever. I definitely do a lot of writing in my planner. So that doesn't bother me. But if I can use some of this cute handwritten sticker goodness over here, then I will. So I have one that says meeting that I'll be able to include right here. And then I'll add more meeting details. I end up finding some that say school. So my kids are still in the hybrid school format. And so they actually go to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. At least some of my kiddos do. So I'm going to mark those with school on those 2 days. There is a birthday on Thursday. So I'm looking to see what I can find as far as birthday. And then I also see something that says family time, and I'm going to include that over on the weekend, because of course that is when we have most of our family time. And now I'm just flipping through looking for the birthday sticker. I will add that right there on the 14th. And that's all I found for this week for those handwritten plans. But I like to kind of go back to it. Sometimes I forget about that sticker book. So it's nice to kind of pull it out on a regular basis and flip through to see what I can use here and there, because it is really, really functional. adding just a little decorative sticker there, magic coffee, always so good. And then I'm adding a little board right here that says eat out, because that's what we like to do on the weekends, is order out for food. And now I'm going to deal with that little blank spot. I found a sticker that says areas to focus on, which I thought would be good. I'm having a big wellness push here in January, like a lot of us are. So I will just add a colorful box down there that I can write my area to focus on. I could do a habit tracker there, something like that. And that is my spread. I will put it back in my planner. I know it's a lot of stickers. It is. It's kind of a busy spread, but I love it. I love the colors. I think they're soft and beautiful. It is super functional for me. Once I go back and fill it in, I'm able to just fit in a lot of information. And so I really, really enjoy this decorative planning. And I just find that it really helps my productivity. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I have linked all of the supplies I use down below, so check those out. Those are affiliate links. Just a heads up, it doesn't cost you any more, but it does go a long way to supporting this channel. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.